Everybody, hope you're okay. Welcome to East Horsley. There is a Milestone, 24 miles to London. Now, I've been joined today by my friend Steve Winder. Hello, Steve. We're going to do some roads in Guildford, or the Borough of Guildford. There's a few roads up here in the Surrey Hills that we haven't done. So Steve is a bit of a expert for vertical, so deployed him because he thinks he knows the terrain. So we're going to head up sort of towards Crocknorth, which is a classic sort of cycle route, and see if we can tick off a few roads and see if we can just check in some of the Lovelace Bridges on the way. So we'll check in later on when we see something interesting. Okay, Lark Rise we've done. It says private road, but we could actually access a bit of accessible woods at the back, so I think this one counts. Right, Steve, up towards Honeysuckle Bottom is the great name for a road. Although I think it's more of a track, don't we?
Yeah, it's perfectly navigable. It's got a...
Which road are we on now?
This is called Chalk Lane.
Chalk Lane.
Not to be confused with the Epsom Chalk Lane.
Famous for cyclists.
This Chalk Lane, yeah.
Yeah. This bit is surprisingly flat, but I think that'll be the end of the flat bit. Narrow road, no parking. So this is Honeysuckle Bottom, which doesn't look like there's like normal residential road. So what shoes have we got on today then, Steve?
Old Hocker Cliftons.
Oh, Clifton's road shoes then, basically.
Yeah, road shoes.
I've got my Northern Speed 2 Run Shield editions on.
I'm confident we're going to keep our feet dry here.
Yeah. It's actually a tarmac surface, sort of, covered in the mud, but...
Was our plan to go all the way to the end of this and then left it on one of the bridleways?
Yeah, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is right on the border of Guildford, so might as well cover the whole road, so it can cover it for whatever the other adjacent borough is as well. So we've just come up off Honeysuckle Bottom to have a look at the mill up here. Probably a footpath that goes up there. We don't need to do that today. Oh, the sun's come out. It's a bit warmer than we thought, actually. I was glad I didn't take my gloves. I might take my armours off in a minute. But Steve's working me hard up the hills, that's the problem. I think he's jogging. I sort of feel like I'm working quite hard.
Yeah, look at that.
Ah, blimey. Probably a segment up there, isn't there? Don't know if you can see on the camera how steep that is, but Steve's like licking his lips on that hill, but I think we'll save that for another day. Oh, is that one of the bridges?
Yay! Bridge number 1.
Oh, wow.
We go under.
Which one's this? I didn't reckon.
I'm not going to tell you, but let's just see.
I can get up on top of it.
I can scramble up if you want me to.
So I think we've come to the first of the Lovelace Bridges. We'll have to work out which one's this called. Let's Steve at the top. Let's see if we can get up here. This is when you work out whether your shoes have got any grip or not, when you go up a steep, slidey, muddy bit.
It's slippery on the way up.
Wow. I'm not very good on the heights, but wow.
We continue up the road, I take it.
So I think I have to do the put up some history, but I think a bloke called Lovelace obviously decided he needed to have some more ornamental bridges across his land. So normally you just have like a boring bridge, but he made all these ornamental ones. So there's a few more that we'll check it out on the way. Oh, we'll have to be anal and do this a little bit. Yeah. Come back and find I missed 10 metres of road. Oh, I'll never do. So we've done 2.5 miles. The whole route is about 7, but we did a bit extra. So we're probably about a third of the way in, I'd say. But we've done most of the climbing now, I think. We should have a nice sort of free ride back down to East Horsley. Okay, we've climbed up to the second bridge on the Lovelace Trail. Pseudo sort of sticking out the streets of Guildford. I have to check out what this one's called. I think Steve's sort of in jogging mode, but I've already had my heart rate up to nearly as high as it was in the 5k on Sunday, as we're going quite steeply uphill. Right, onwards and upwards. Oh, someone literally lives there, right on the bridge. Their bridge is almost in their back garden. Danger of fire. I was watching a video where I think Crocknorth running around here said bringing the heat, but they looked like they were frozen talking outside, so we need a bit of heat today. No gloves though, but I've got tights on. So Steve's just run 20-mile race and you won in 1:58, was it?
Yeah,
a good one.
1:58.10. Yeah, pleased with it.
So you were going to run the London Marathon, but you've had a few health issues recently, haven't you?
Yeah, had a seizure, which is really annoying. Doc said no marathon. Well, I said no marathon the week after that. They didn't say no marathon ever. So now
So what does that mean in terms of like what you have to do if you go out? Do you have to make sure you have a phone with you and
Yeah.
sort of emergency contacts and that sort of thing?
Yes, so the two, I always carry my phone with me so that family can track me. But my two main risks if I suddenly have a seizure are either banging my head on something hard or getting run over.
Right.
So hence, if I'm training on my own, it should always be.
So I guess when you're around the sticks like this, it's quite handy to have someone with you. So
Yeah.
as long as I don't bang my head, which has been, with my height, has been done quite often.
Yeah, it's a bit easier if you can do that than me.
Oh,
This is the
puddle alerts, what I need my run shields for.
sometimes referred to this section as White Down Lakes.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't too bad.
I think this will be the worst bit of the whole run, Tim.
So is that something you've suffered with all your life, or?
No, had the first one February 2021. So,
Really?
Yeah, possibly COVID influenced it. Just more that it ran my body down rather than it was a direct cause.
So had you had COVID then at that time?
Yeah,
or?
I had COVID like that before.
Right.
Wasn't sleeping very well for various reasons. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a shock position, watch out for that. Right, and going up over. Right down. Do you want to go?
No, we're going left.
Left to get the foot off.
Yeah.
Got to be left, isn't it?
Left, yeah.
Sorry, I was an autopilot. I sometimes commute that way.
So it's good that you're still, I mean, obviously, running those sort of times, you're still able to run really high level. I mean,
Yeah, I feel
Steve's
like
the reigning M50 British, is it British Masters or English Masters?
British Masters.
British Masters cross country champ.
Trails as well, yeah.
And trail. 2 titles. Yeah.
So, no, I'm still okay, some training.
I must say I always get depressed because Steve was running faster over 20 miles and I was running over 5k on Sunday. So it's always a good motivation to see what you can do if I think your sort of secret has been training with the younger athletes at Epsom and Newell, isn't it?
Recently that's been a really good motivation to do the speed work, yeah, both in terms of actually turning up at the track in the first place, they've got to be there. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, it keeps me honest, but I've got to show them how it's done. This can't be slacking off in front of the kids. Really got to make them see the connection between.
So what sort of sessions are you doing on the track?
Last night was an easy for us 5/800s.
Right.
So you're going to the left here.
Yes.
Or to the or to the left.
So cyclists may recognise Critton Lane.
Yeah.
That's back down to Horsley. Where's that back down to? Effingham. That way.
And the classic will just come up, only a little bit of it.
White Down we've just done. Oh, that was a bit of a flat bit.
Not really doing White Down.
And then the roads I was running on yesterday, there was actually an Abingdon road. That way's to Dorking. Where are we on now? Crocknorth Road. So another famous cycle road. And what's that one? So the actual road name changes here, even though it's straight line. So
that one takes you to Ranmore Church and eventually Denby's and Dorking too.
yeah. So we're heading now to another Lovelace Bridge, just down the road from Crocknorth. I think it goes over Crocknorth, so we'll catch up there. Steve's just saying there's a new house here. It's got like the Lovelace stone sort of slabs here. This is called the Birches. A lot of nice houses around this way, I have to say.
Yeah, lovely. We're close to Crocknorth Bridge.
You're
now,
rather
big
cut
one.
off if it snows.
Yeah.
So here we go, 10% going.
Much more than 10% and it's worse down here.
Yeah, 10%. It's quite generous actually.
It's
Is there Crocknorth on Zwift? This sort of.
not that I know of. I'm not
Somebody said to me, "Oh, you could just do these roads on Zwift, Tim." You know.
I'm not a big sort of user. I mean, maybe these days. There's imitation Box Hill. And
Well, there's
Leith
certainly
Hill.
Box Hill, isn't there? There's certainly Leith Hill.
The Box Hill is not proper Box Hill.
No.
As in, well, some of it's proper, but then it adds a sort of super ramp to it. Which
Yeah.
is a real Box Hill. A car coming down, careful.
So this is, it must be the Lovelace Bridge on the top there.
Yes, it is. If you want to get on it, I think we have to go. Well, we can go either way. We can go past it now. If we go past it and then go on it.
I want to go over the top of it because I think I have to. How do we get to the top of it?
You get over that wall, or you can go beyond it and then do a right and climb up.
Oh, do that then. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's two nodes, they call it, on the city strides on top of the bridge. It's not really a proper road, but as it's there, we'll have to do it, won't we?
Yeah, so I think hop the wall on the right and up you go. So unless you go on the left, that's easier.
Up here?
Yeah, go on.
There's a lot of talk on YouTube that Northern Speeds has no grip at all. So Steve is going up in Roaches Cliftons, which we don't have much grip either. And I'm plotting my course up here. I feel like I'm about to slip. Oh, we're almost there. Oh. Wow. What's this one called?
Apparently. 1850s.
Sure was.
Yeah.
It's gonna be due for the. I'll take a still of this later, maybe. Right, we're on the Dorking Arch over Crocknorth, one of the Lovelace Bridges. Because there's the one. I think it's Stony something.
Yeah, maybe. I've never. Yeah, your course code involves going this way, Tim.
Yeah.
I've never been here.
So we just got to Stony. I think it's Stony Dene Bridge. I'm not sure if it's the right name. But we've actually gone over the top of it, so I think we now need to go down. What's it called?
Stony Dene, this one.
Stony. Oh, it's Stony Dene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
15 bridge sites. I'm not sure if they're all still.
Better go under it. I need to mark the occasion. Right, onwards back to East Horsley then. Oh, we've done 6 miles in about an hour. Right, onwards and upwards, or downwards in the case may be at the moment. Oh, these are the bits of nightmares in cross-country races when you can't get by anybody. Yeah. We've only got about a mile to go now, just a little circuit down to a few residential roads and then we're there. So what road are we now? Is this Crocknorth again?
This is Green Dene.
Green Dene. Yeah, left up here.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think then it takes us into a little residential road, hopefully. Which is a bit narrow. There's another site called the Wanderer. You have to do all the footpaths as well, which is really anal because that means like literally every bit of track needs to be covered. Yeah. I don't really bother with that. Well, this will be interesting in the dark, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I do like a bit of footpath explore though. I mean, yeah, as in like to link up trails and.
Yeah. Oh, where is this?
Roundabout.
Roundabout, yeah. See if you can do his aeroplane. Made for it. So you wouldn't think it's a couple of 50-year-olds out running, would you? You know, like a couple of 10-year-olds doing aeroplanes run roundabout. Well, we're going to do this one as well then, aren't we?
Defo. Got a bit of banking.
Doing all this cornering actually helps find out which tubes are good for cornering. Yeah. Trying to do cornering in the Prime X is interesting, or the Alpha Fly 2 with that high stack is something to behold, but you can do get around. Right, I think we have to go left. It's like a dead end and back up to the other end. And then we've actually done, we'll do this little roundabout as well. So you're a mathematician, aren't you, in your...
Yeah.
So this sort of stuff, you have to sort of work out shortest route algorithms in your head when you're running.
Yep.
And thinking, oh, I've done that bit already, I don't want to do that bit again.
Travelling salesman, or alternatively the route inspection.
Yeah.
While you're doing it.
I take Steve to all the places he doesn't know.
Might be our old patch in like this one.
Wow, that's a nice one.
Go on, Tim. That's good form. Excellent work, sir. It's harder than it looks, this lot, Tim.
I know, you get tall arms. You do it for too long. If you've got a really long selfie stick, which I never bother with, then that's all out here somewhere. So.
Yeah, depends what you're trying to film, I guess. That's some beautiful houses here. That one's a nice one. Interesting old road.
No, I do want me facing forward.
Some good colours. You're going to come towards the camera.
It must sprint round it.
Yeah, go on. Power lap. I'll wait here. God, Tim.
Wow. I'm just like 250-year-olds having fun. How old are you now? 51?
50. 51 and a half. There you go. Oh, watch the car. Oh, I'll pass the baton. There you go. You're the expert driver.
Alright, we'll check it at the end.
Presumably that used to be thatched as well. Look at the roof.
Yeah.
I reckon it used to be, I'm guessing hence the name.
Just checking out the thatched cottages around here. Some that have been converted to thatched, or some have been converted away from thatched. Another little thatched one here. So we're also in here. The Milestone was over here, and then we got Horsley Towers sort of through that way. Did we think Lovelace used to own Horsley Towers?
I believe so, yeah. His residence. I wish out for the car behind.
Oh yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, serious money in those days. Look at the state of that. It's beautiful.
So we've done 8 miles in 1:15 on a rather hilly circuit, so it was a good run, Steve. Thanks very much.
That's a test of time.
I've got 1 or 2 more runs to do, so maybe another week. Okay, so I hope you found this interesting. Like and subscribe with that, and see you next one then. Bye, and bye from Steve.
See ya. Bye.